on, Nick.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you also follow my social media. Here's my email, like, share, and follow. And for more deep, in-depth content, please become a Patreon today. For only $2.50 a month, you can become an official supporter of Rome Productions, and you can get some very well in-depth content also provided with PDF books and documentaries, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, we finally have some new merchandise out. So that means we got some new shirts, hoodies, and all type of stuff that you can now shop today at Rome Central. Just go in the link below and shop today.
What's good, everybody? So today we're going to be making a video today concerning Nick Cannon. And I was contemplating on whether or not I wanted to make this video, but I figured I'd give some critical insight and a review upon the whole situation with Nick Cannon. Now, a couple of days ago, Nick Cannon posted his apology to the Jewish community for his comments that he made on the Cannon class video with Professor Griff. Now, this man couldn't even hold his own weight, right, or stand his ground for 24 hours. And whatever you want to say about it, the elites went to him, all this other type of stuff. They was going to reveal or expose him, or they was threatening his family, whatever type of scenario that you want to go with or by that you think happened. Nonetheless, the man apologized within less than 24 hours. After all that happened and he posted his apology, he came out with a particular post talking about it's only just the beginning. He's gonna be opening or uploading a video of him with a priest, him with a Jew, a Jewish man. He's talking about, he went to the rabbi community, or he went to the Jewish community, met one of the rabbis, and, wanted to give his sincere apologies to the Jewish community for his comments. I mean, this man literally bent over for them. Okay, like the Jewish people, when you're dealing with the elites and the Jews, the so-called Jews, they are the type to slap you in the face and then make you apologize for you being there in the first place. You have the so-called Jews. Let's just give some history here. Are the people who are in control of the industry. When we're dealing with the elites and the Zionists, so on and so forth, they are the ones that control the industry. When you're dealing with the Rothschild family and the Rockefeller, so on and so forth, they are in cahoots with them. All right? So the Jews are no friends of black people. Okay? As a matter of fact, some of the Jews, or the Jews in general, had participated and partook within the slave trade. Some of the ships were owned by Jews, and they used those ships to ship over our ancestors from Africa to America. So when you look at the history that the Jews have done towards black people and how they exploited us through the media and through the industry and through movies and television shows, not to mention they have exploited us emotionally. The abolitionist movement, the NAACP, the Black Lives Matter movement. They have exploited us in every single way, shape, manner possible. And this is what you call white supremacy. The Jews and the Jewish community are not for us, and not a set of people that we should be inclusive with or try and get along with, when it concerns these type of things. I remember a situation like this happened 20-something years ago, with Khalid Muhammad, who was one of the greatest revolutionary black men to ever live. And he made a speech on King College campus, and Farrakhan not only demoted him, but also kicked him out of the Nation of Islam.
You are removed from your ghettos of Warsaw and Krakow. You are removed from your ghettos, white Jew. But these, the sons and daughters of Africa, we are still in the ghettos of white America to this very day that we sit here tonight.
This is the ugly face of black nationalism in America.
No Jew on the face of the planet Earth can say that you were robbed of your name, your language, your religion, your culture, your God, your folkways, your mores, your norms. If you do, you're a damn liar. And as Jesus said, the truth is not in you. You make me sick.
A violent anti-Semitism, the causes of which are understood only by disciples.
The only reason we speak upon the Jewish community or elements thereof is their relationship to our suffering.
But why single out one group from the white community, especially one that suffered already so terribly?
We contend that the Jewish Talmud, which was practiced yesterday and today, caused more murders of Africans than all of the gas chambers in Nazi Germany.
Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam claim they are moving toward moderation and increased tolerance. You decide. Minister Farrakhan spoke in Washington this afternoon.
Recent events surrounding the remarks by one of my ministers is causing intense concern among many people. Brother Khalid Abdul Muhammad spoke at Keene College at the invitation of the students. The students chose his subject for him. During the speech, Brother Khalid made remarks that were not consistent with the proper representation of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, his teachings and guidance, myself, and the Nation of Islam. I found the speech, after listening to it in context, vile in manner, repugnant, malicious, mean-spirited, and spoken in mockery of individuals and people, which is against the spirit of Islam. While I stand by the truths that he spoke, I must condemn in the strongest terms the manner in which those truths were represented.
Keene College was not a speech where I was going into his domestic life. Keene College was a speech, as all of my speeches, where I was giving the white man hell, and I will continue to do that, and I make no apology for that. And so I'm still tender about that subject. Jews, so-called Jews, outside of that auditorium calling for his death. I was in a war spirit and a war posture, and I felt that I did what was right, felt that I should have even done more. It should have gone beyond the rostrum and should have been taken outside, as we did in Los Angeles when we drove them away from the convention center and drove them running down the streets. I wonder what would have been done then. So for the president to come out, Bill, Willie, Slick Willie, the vice president, the United States Senate to vote unanimously against me, for the first time the House of Representatives and the full Congress, and all of the mayors and governors and city councils and state assemblies and Negro organizations and Negro preachers, Ben Chavis, Reverend Behind, Reverend Butts, some of the other Negroes who came out against me, Jesse Lewis Jackson, who called the white folks, they didn't have to call him, he called them. Ben Chavis bragged in this city on TV how he was the first to call Minister Farrakhan to say something needed to be done about Khalid.
Now, Khalid Muhammad, the first thing that he understood is that America was attacking him. Okay, they considered Khalid Muhammad to be the black Hitler because of his rhetoric and him being so articulate, with him being this black revolutionary and unapologetically black. Nick Cannon in this scenario does not fit that description at all. This man is a comedian, he's an entertainer, he's an actor. He should never try to play a role that he can't, that he can't succeed in. He was just being pro-black 2 to 3 years ago, where he suddenly found knowledge of self and started wearing these turbans, and this man want to claim that he's pro-black, but he doesn't have black kids. You know, he's always kissing up to another race of people, but then he'll lay back on being for his people, you know, pro-black, for us, by us. And the thing that I've noticed with a lot of these celebrities, especially when you see P Diddy and Jay-Z and Beyonce and all these other type of celebrities, T.I. and Killer Mike, they commercialize our movement. They commercialize our emotions. You know, they romanticize our movements. And this is what the industry does. This is what white supremacy does. If you even look in COINTELPRO, when they said they was going to prevent the rise of a black messiah, when the Black Panther Party was being, popular, they said that if there were ever to be a messiah amongst the people, we will be responsible for it, which means they will be the ones to create a messiah or a messianic figure for us. And this is what you see today. As Malcolm X said, you know, you look in the white community, you look in the Arab community, you look in other people's communities, and they don't have entertainers for their leaders. You know, a baseball player, a basketball player, a football player, a comedian, you know, an actor. You know, they don't have these type of people for being leaders in their communities. They have actual people, actual politicians, actual ambassadors, people to represent them and how they feel. But for black people, we have our entertainers, people who can make us feel good, people who can make us laugh, people who can make us sing and dance. These are people who are leaders. But I didn't want to make this into that type of video. This is strictly on Nick Cannon. He's playing a particular role that he just cannot, invest himself in. You know, because Viacom, as you can see, was not down and is not down for his political views. And another thing is how he articulated it as well, because Nick Cannon didn't articulate the particular message in the way that somebody who actually knows the information can articulate it, you know. But of course, you know, that's on him. And the reason why that I would agree with the other people who were calling him sellouts is because he already sold out a long time ago. Like I said before, these celebrities are commercializing our movement, and Nick Cannon is just a part of that as well. Okay, so when you have people like Nick Cannon who come out the blue 2 to 3 years ago and talks about now he's about black power and for his people and so on and so forth. I mean, what celebrity isn't for Black Lives Matter? You know what I'm saying? That's typical. The reason why people were calling him a sellout is because he didn't even stand his ground upon what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stand his ground on what he had to say in his interview with Professor Griff, and went out of his way to not only make an interview with a Jewish man, but also he feels responsible, he feels obligated to cater to another set of people. For me, Nick Cannon has always been a sellout. All right? Nick Cannon has always been a sellout from the jump that he was being popular within the business. You know, a lot of these celebrities that you like are sellouts. You know, so it's not even a term or a base of him not being a sellout. He's always been a sellout. You know, a lot of people that you like, you know, that you find entertaining are sellouts. So it's not really, you know, it is what it is. So that's not really something to get in cahoots and, you know, in a whole big atmosphere about. But here's something that was very, very interesting to me is that after he apologized the next day, or which was yesterday, he posted a tweet talking about how it's amazing, or, you know, it's sad that, you know, when I apologized to the Jewish community and so on and so forth, or when he said what he had to say, you know, black people were with him, and then when he apologized, black people calling him a sellout. And then he was like, I'm out, basically leaving the planet. Y'all can have this planet, I'm out, when he made this tweet. And something that I found interesting is that the composure in which he is having in the past 24 hours isn't something that Nick Cannon would do. Mind you, his page on Instagram is totally cleared out. Anyways, concerning Nick Cannon, he made a tweet. His last tweet on Twitter was that y'all can have this planet, I'm out. And the composure that he's been having lately isn't something that Nick Cannon or what people who are familiar with his content, this is not something that he would personally do. So this leads up to a lot of questions. People come up with a lot of these conspiracies. You know, did they get Nick Cannon? Did they clone him? You know, did they kill him off and somebody has this account or somebody speaking for him? You know, this is a lot of these questions that people are asking because this is something that is unfamiliar with us with this type of action and behavior, you know, with Nick Cannon. Say in the comments below how you feel about the situation, what you think's going on with Nick Cannon. You know, let's have a discussion about this in the comment section below. You know, you can agree with my viewpoints or you don't have to agree with my viewpoints. Until next time, I'm Tyrone. Thank you for watching this video. Share this video with other people. This is one of my t-shirts. America with 3 Ks. Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I'm out.
You make this promise to me. You make it back in one piece. Oh, you have been you make this promise to me. You make it back in one piece. I know you have been